Most people who cheat will tell you the same thing. It did not feel like cheating while it was happening. It felt like something else, something they cannot explain without sounding like they are making excuses. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Their brain was not broken. It was doing something it was built to do, something that happens in almost everyone, not just the people who cross the line. Stay with this, because by the end, you will understand something about your own brain that most people spend their whole life avoiding. Here's something most people do not know. Your brain does not love with one system. It uses three, completely separate, and they do not always agree with each other. The first is lust, pure physical attraction. The second is romantic love, that obsessive early stage where you can't stop thinking about someone. The third is attachment, the deep, quiet feeling of being safe with someone you have built a life with. Helen Fisher spent decades scanning the brains of people in love. What she found was uncomfortable. These three systems can run at the same time on different people. You can be deeply attached to your partner, safe with them, certain about them, and still feel the pull of attraction towards someone else. Not because you have fallen out of love, not because something is wrong with your relationship, but because your brain doesn't ask for permission before it feels something. It just happens. And this is where it gets personal. This is not just about people who physically cheat. This is about anyone who has ever had a thought they didn't choose, a feeling that arrived uninvited, a moment where your mind went somewhere that didn't match who you think you are. That gap between who you are and what your brain sometimes does is not a character flaw, it's a design feature. And once you understand why it exists, it stops being shameful and starts making sense. So why does the brain go looking in the first place?
A researcher named Aron spent years studying what makes people feel alive in relationships. His finding was simple and uncomfortable. Your brain needs to feel like it is growing, like life is still surprising you, like you are still becoming someone. In the beginning of a relationship, that happens automatically. Everything is new, every conversation teaches you something, every moment feels like discovery. Your brain reads that as growth, and it loves it. But relationships get comfortable. The newness fades, the surprises stop. And here's the thing your brain does not understand. Comfort and love are not the same thing. When the novelty disappears, your brain does not think this relationship has matured. It thinks something is missing, and it starts quietly looking for whatever will bring that feeling back. Wait, before you think this is a depressing view of love, it is actually the opposite, because once you understand this, you can do something about it. But we'll come back to that. Esther Perel is a therapist who has spent her career working with people who have cheated. She says something that most people resist when they first hear it. People rarely cheat to leave their partner. They cheat to leave the version of themselves they have become, the responsible one, the predictable one, the one who has forgotten what it feels like to be surprised by their own life. They're not running toward someone else. They're running toward a feeling of being alive that they stopped associating with their own life somewhere along the way. That does not make it right, but it is a more honest explanation than they stopped loving you. And here's the part that implicates everyone. You do not have to physically do anything for your brain to run this program. The attraction system runs on thoughts, on attention, on the mental space you quietly give someone who is not your partner. Most people who have never cheated have still felt some version of this, a thought that arrived without being invited, an awareness of someone that felt uncomfortable because it felt significant. That's not who you are. That's how you were built. Your attachment, the love you have for your partner, lives in a completely different part of your brain from the attraction system that generates these thoughts. They're separate. One does not cancel the other out. Having the thought does not mean the love is gone. It means you have a human brain doing what human brains do. The question is never whether this will happen. It will, in almost everyone. The question is what you do when it does. Think about the gap between who you are and what your mind sometimes does. Does it frighten you, or does it make you curious about what you actually need? Drop that in the comments. There's no wrong answer. If this felt true about something in your own life, that recognition matters. Most people never name it. There's more of this every Thursday.